Thanks to Scandinavia is an institution that organizes a perpetual thank you to descendants, to the heroes of the Scandinavian countries who stood up against the tyranny of the Nazis during the invasion and the persecution of the Jews. That was the only countries in the world where the government, the church, and the people and the crown were organizing resistance, official. First reason was to defend their country against the tyranny of the invasion, and second, because they stood up to save their compatriots, the Jewish compatriots. A few years prior to the invasion was leading up to a bad situation, and I felt it. And I usually say that Churchill and I were the only ones who did, because everybody else said it couldn't happen here. And it happened here. Also, I was attacked in the press, in the sympathetic Nazi press. But I was always on the front page, attacked, warning me, and they should get me. And once in a while, during a performance, one would, from the audience, would say some derogatory remark to me. Mm-hmm. And I always had a good answer to that. Well, that was my only weapon.
Yes.
My mind and my word, my mouth. Denmark was invaded. I was just about to go on the stage, and the phone rang, and I was summoned to the phone. And my brother said, "Mother is in a hospital, in a clinic, under a assumed Christian name. She doesn't know Denmark has been invaded. She got in very hurriedly with cancer, and she is expected to live no more than 3 weeks." That was before I went on stage as a comedian. The first night I was off, I sneaked into Denmark to visit my mother. And I remember I had put on a beard, because everybody knew me in Denmark from the movies and from stages. I told my mother this, the biggest lie I have ever produced. I said, when you get well, we will all go to America, because I just got a wonderful contract from Hollywood. And we will all go together. And the first thing she said, or the only thing she said actually, was, "Don't let it go to your head." And that was about the last thing she ever said to me. I had to run, because I had to get back to Stockholm. I said goodbye, and I knew that that was the last time I was going to see her. And she died about 2 weeks later. The strangest thing was that in Denmark, or in Scandinavia, where I was known, I was smiled at. People thanked me for bringing laughter and bringing smiles, and wherever I went, it was autographs and things like that. When I arrived in New York, there were no smiles. Nobody knew me. I walked down the streets, and the policeman didn't look. That was the beginning, thanks to Denmark, because that's where it happened. Then, when Richard Netter, the prominent lawyer, the New York lawyer, who has been a giant for Thanks to Scandinavia in his work and devotion to the subject. He joined me, or I joined him, and we decided to call it Thanks to Scandinavia because of Sweden, because in Norway the heroic Norwegians saved the Jews, or did but they could, and in Finland the same thing. But if we condemn the bad things and forget to praise the good deeds, who need the good deeds? Once in a while I go through the letters from students. Thank you. Once in a while in my performances or after my performances, a man, a girl comes up and say, I am one of the students who came on Thanks to Scandinavia. And it is such a pleasant shock, really. It goes right through like a lightning. Sometimes talk promotes an action, but it is still the action that brings results.